Okay, so today's 5 Minutes of Good, which is my first installment of 5 Minutes of Good. I'm really excited about it. I have Caroline MacGillivray here from Beauty Night Society. And the first time I met you was at a charity function that I was singing at. And then you got up to speak, and I found out more about that's the first I had heard of your charity. And it's just such an amazing idea and a wonderful approach to humans and to womanhood. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about what your charity about, Beauty Night Society, is about?
Sure. What we do is provide programming to build self-esteem and change lives for women and youth living in poverty, and we do it through wellness, life skill development, and makeovers. And we've done over 26,000 makeovers, in the last 12 years,
Wow.
12 and a half years.
Wow. So basically, you right now you are at the Downtown East Side Women's Center.
Women's Center twice a week.
Right.
So 4 nights a week we offer services, and that we go to different places. Twice a week we're there. Other nights we're elsewhere. And we've also increased, and now we're in Burnaby, Surrey, and New West for monthly events as well, which is getting ready to increase, which is very exciting.
That's awesome. So basically what happens is generally women who are struggling will come down to the center on one of the Beauty Night Society nights, and what they have available to them is massage, makeovers, haircuts, manicure, pedicure, acupuncture. You have all sorts of different people come and donate their time to help the inner spirit of a woman feel cared for.
Very much so.
Yeah. And what other kind of things have, what else can happen down there at Beauty Night Society?
Lots. We also provide childminding for the moms so they get a break. We're also seeing a huge increase in seniors, and so for us, one of our initiatives in the next little bit is to raise more funds to deal with foot care. In the last year,
Foot care. All right. I guess when you get old, you've been using your feet a long time.
Yeah. And some of them can't reach down to touch their toes. So with that, just making sure that we can take care of their toenails. Because we've had a few ladies where their toenails end up looking very claw-like.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them to walk, the mobility, which ends up having this lovely domino effect. So it deals with depression, anxiety, because they don't want to leave the home because they're worried about falling, and especially as people are aging, they get more concerned about that.
Yeah.
And so for us, being able to provide the foot care, doing screenings for diabetes, connecting with so many other community partners just to provide health and wellness opportunities.
These things we take for granted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know also you do some courses as well, right? On self-esteem courses, and
we do a lot about self-esteem. It's a great way to reintroduce touch in terms of the actual physical, but we also do
I remember you talking about this. I think that's really kind of key, how a lot of these women only know touch through abuse, physical or sexual, and they're not necessarily at home in their own body. So through what you're doing, there's massage and acupuncture and pressure that comes into play, and so they're being touched in a positive way, and they're learning a new way to be physically.
It's a really great way. Like the very first time I did a makeover for a woman in shelter, she actually thanked me for making her feel human. She'd come in after dealing with severe violence and ended up didn't want to eat, didn't want to sleep, didn't want anything other than to feel clean. So when I ended up doing her hair afterwards, because she had found a curling iron amidst all the donations and couldn't get her arm up to curl her hair, that was the big thing that came out of that. It was the easiest way to connect with her. We were able to have conversation, and she thanked me for making her feel normal and human, which I think is something that is very important.
Yeah, you think it's just a basic right, and it just literally, we don't always treat each other in such a way, so.
No, it's 1 out of 3 women, 1 out of 6 men around the world who have experienced sexual violence before the age of 18, according to Amnesty International, which is pretty scary stats.
Yeah. And I know the Downtown East Side in Vancouver has got a lot of, I'd say, even as the country, even because the weather's warmer here, and they come here and then they end up on the streets. And so it's nice that you're right at the apex of where troubled spirits land, to feed them love.
Thank you. And we work with so many amazing organizations that provide base needs such as food, shelter, support for mental health, and all sorts of great stuff too.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you for spending 5 minutes with us today. This is 5 Minutes of Good. How can people help out? What can they do to help out Beauty Night Society?
They can volunteer. They can donate. You have and spread the word. We're on Twitter and we're on Facebook as well.
I'll include the Facebook and Twitter underneath the video, as well as a link to where you can donate and more information about Beauty Night Society. Thank you so much, Caroline.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. See ya.